want to retire? In this video, guys, I have 4 stocks that I am buying right now. This is going to be in detailed research, and I am pumped up, guys. I'm ready to make some money with you right now. I am so ready to give you these 4 stocks. So the first stock that I want to cover is obviously going to be Palantir. Now, I promise I have some really interesting picks in this video, but the first stock I want to talk about, the stock that I covered yesterday, is Palantir. I'm making money hand over fist or bicep over the tricep with Palantir. I'm running the wheel strategy, and guys, it's hard not to retire if you're running the wheel strategy on Palantir. We have innovation, we have a good CEO, and there is so much stuff that I'm going to cover in this video. So I'm going to be looking down on my screen right here. My camera broke, so I'm using my camera on my phone. So I want to talk about the wheel strategy on Palantir. Then we're going to talk about Affirm. Affirm stock has gone up a lot, guys. Affirm, fintech company in a good trend. So we're going to be talking about Affirm, and then also Nvidia for multiple reasons. I've done a lot of research, all right? So first thing I want to talk about is Palantir, all right? I'm going to share my screen real quick. My portfolio, by the way, is at $3.2 million, guys. Number 1 option coach in the world right here with a lot of profits. Things are going very, very well. It's easy mode right now, guys. There's a lot of easy money in the market. And I would say right now that I'm consistently making big money. Let me just take a look at my 1 week chart here. 31K, all right, 1%. All right, well, that's pretty big money, because my promise here, or what I'm trying to go after, is 1 to 2% per week, 3 to 4 or 5% per month, because I'm focusing on retirement strategies. I like to work with folks that do have a 6-figure portfolio, because I want to scale a 6-figure portfolio to 7 figures. I've done that with 4,000 people. By the way, speaking about Affirm, I had a student that made over $9,000 by being in Affirm. I think that just kind of speaks for itself, because Affirm as a stock right now has not only shown a lot of positive momentum, but their pay later loans will soon be integrated into Apple Pay, guys. Come on, let's just think about that for a second, all right? Apple Pay is going to be using Affirm. That means that Affirm is going to be in one of the biggest, most iconic brands, and they're going to get a consistent cash flow as a company. That means their revenues are going to go up, their profits are going to go up, their earnings is going to go up, and this company basically has a forever cash flow, or pretty much forever, unless Apple breaks the contract, which is unlikely, guys. When a company like Apple implements Affirm as a payment solution, they're talking back and forth. They're spending millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars over their relationship over a long period of time to establish connection, software, IT, implementation. Guys, they're not going anywhere. So now that Affirm has a good deal with Apple, I'm really, really bullish on it, especially because if you look at fintech as a trend, guys, I'm all about being in the trend. I'm all about having a high quality company long term and basically retiring off of the wheel strategy, using it on a high quality company, okay? A high quality company goes up, has some volatility, has a very big brand, and as it moves sideways, a little bit up and up and up over the time, you're running the wheel strategy to acquire more shares by selling put options, and then you're also selling covered calls, so you're getting the upside, you're collecting income. There's just so much to like about the wheel strategy, which is why I would run the wheel strategy on all 4 stocks that I'm covering in this video. Number 1 being Palantir. Palantir, I have 6 figures in the stock. Again, innovation, I'm not gonna waste your time, I'm gonna get to the point. Innovation and everything is really fantastic with Palantir wheel strategy. So that's the first one. I would be selling 30 puts all day, guys, all day. 30 puts. Let me actually just pull up Palantir real quick here on the chart. I'm gonna show you that basically I have 6 figures in the company. I'm holding 5,000 shares. I'm looking to acquire some more stock right now. I keep selling put options at 30 strike price. I think you can sell put options 30 strike price. I would go out to middle of October, October 18, no problem. November, December. Now, why am I giving you guys these 3 different plays, right? Why am I giving you 3 different expiration dates? Is Henry confused? No, I'm not. Not at all, right? Multiple 7-figure portfolio, 10 years of experience, Goldman Sachs, etc., right? I don't want to, not boasting here. I'm just telling you that I've been doing this for a very long time. You want to sell different expiration dates, actually, because you're diversifying across different expiration dates. Pretty simple, because if Palantir has a negative move, you're going to get assigned, which is actually a good thing if you're selling put options. When you sell put options, you hope to get assigned, guys. I'm hoping, I'm like praying, please get me assigned on Palantir, because I know I'm going to get richer by buying Palantir shares, because every time that it dips, it recovers. So it dips, I get some shares, and I have sold some puts. I get it at $30 per share because that's the strike price that I'm gonna sell. Pops up at 32, I have a covered call at 32. That's how you wanna play options. That's how you wanna sell options. That's the only strategy that I would recommend for someone that's trying to reach retirement. If you're trying to get a consistent income, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month, which I've seen, not with all my 4,000 students, obviously I'm not gonna be a scammer and say, oh, everyone succeeds. No, I mean, some people have small portfolios, but I would say out of 4,000 people, I have over 100 people that are making well over $10,000, $15,000 a month because they're just running a simple strategy like the wheel strategy. Other students make money, but not everyone has a bigger portfolio, so some people are still scaling up. And the bootcamp student, by the way, that I just showed you that made over $9,000 on Affirm does not have a big portfolio. He just took a little bit extra risk, which I'm completely fine with, because if you know what you're doing with options, they're way safer than stocks. Even buying options is a little bit obviously riskier than selling options, but you can still make a ton of money, especially if you catch a trend and you know what you're doing and you have a high quality company like Palantir. So yeah, 5,000 shares there. I'm going to keep holding Palantir shares and just keep really reinvesting the money that I make off of the wheel strategy. So when I'm making money off of the wheel strategy, I'm trying to be here on camera. When I'm making money on the wheel strategy, essentially I'm taking that money and reinvesting it into stock, because obviously all YouTubers get paid from YouTube and I don't really have an expensive lifestyle. I'm here in Eastern Europe and my lifestyle is pretty cheap, to be honest. So besides living in the hotel, that's my biggest expense. Everything else is like cheap as dirt. So the YouTube income is just plenty to just live off of. So everything I make in my portfolio, I'm reinvesting. And as you guys see, the portfolio just continues to grow. So let me real quick cover some hard research, some hard facts that I wanted to cover that are really important, guys. I'm pumped up. I see so many people making money with me and I love it. I love making people richer. I love getting richer, and it's a really fun thing to see, because I'm getting a lot of good positive testimonials now from the Discord community, and that I don't even know. I'm just happy, having a good day here. So Affirm, so revenue surged 71% in the physical year of 2021, and then in 2022, guys, it jumped up 55%. So we see some diminishing returns, all right? Some basic economic concepts here, economics, finance, and analytics degree over here. So basic economics is you get diminishing returns. Things can't grow forever. That's why my portfolio grew like 600, 700% back in 2021. And then it grew 100%, then 50%. And now, yeah, I'm having, I'm doing 40% or so per year, but it's getting harder. The more money you have, you get diminishing returns. That's the same. It's the same with building muscle. You're a newbie at the gym, you build a lot of muscle, then it gets harder to build muscle, all right? Many things are applied to this. So Affirm, in fiscal 2023, its sales only rose 18%. So we had 71, we had 55, and then they only rose 18%. That abrupt deceleration was caused by three major headwinds, all right, guys? These three major headwinds are, by the way, a big pattern across the whole market, not just for Affirm. Inflation, consumer spending, and, well, one of them is declining transactions. So there's a lot of major customers that got off of the Peloton, basically, in the past pandemic, right? So they were processing a lot of payments there, and that really hurt Affirm's profits there. But, also looking at fierce competition, there's PayPal, which, by the way, I'm long on PayPal, guys. I have PayPal stock, and we're doing fantastic on PayPal. Hold up. Let me not talk about it. Let me show you the proof in the pudding. I'm not one of these YouTubers that's a YouTuber. I'm actually a trader that makes a lot of money. A $13,000 profit on PayPal. My options are down a little bit, so I have to roll this option up. I'm not gonna lie. I have to roll this option up, but I had a lot of options expire where I was selling puts, full credit spreads. I was making a ton of money on PayPal. Now I have to roll it up, actually. But I have a pretty big position on PayPal, and it's at $71 per share, with my average cost being at basically around $65 per share. So PayPal, competition to Affirm, but I'm actually long on both because I'm very bullish on payment processing in general. I think it's a fantastic business that has a lot of cash flow, and I like both business models tremendously, guys. I love high margin business models. High margin business models, these are it. Tech companies, all right? I mean, are you crazy? Just look at Affirm, guys. Look at the chart, all right? Do you see how bullish this stock is right now? Do you see how much social velocity is going into this stock, as well as Palantir? When I see social velocity, when I see other YouTubers basically covering the same content I've been covering for years, that means that things are becoming pretty obvious, right? That means there's a lot of investors in the stock. That means other YouTubers are getting views because everyone understands that this stock is bullish, all right? So bullish stock, pretty obvious. Look at YouTube, look at, a lot of news articles, look at the research, look at the facts, look at what the CEO is saying. Guys, come on now. You can retire off of running the wheel strategy as well as on Affirm, but obviously, guys, keep it diversified. Keep it diversified. You don't want to have all your money in one stock. So obviously, when I'm saying I'm bullish on Palantir, I'm buying it, guys, I'm buying it. But But listen, you need to have 10 to 15 stocks. If you're putting all your eggs in one basket, you're silly. Don't be a fool, all right? And have 10 to 15 stocks. So have your Palantir, have your Affirm. Let me move on to the next stock, all right? Nvidia, guys, many reasons for Nvidia. You gotta listen to these reasons, because if you're holding a stock and it pulls back, you might sell the stock if you're not educated enough, right? I'm doing my job here, or not job, I'm doing this as a passion. I get paid for it as well, whatever you call it. I'm here as a coach, Coach Henry, to tell you to get educated on the stocks that you have. Why? Because if you have a stock that you think is good, or Susie there on YouTube told you, or John or Mark or whoever told you, right, your friend, your uncle, and you hold a stock and it goes up and you're celebrating, oh, I'm happy, and you're eating good dinners with your family, and then it pulls back and your mindset changes. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna sell, I'm gonna take a loss, oh boo-hoo, I made all this money and then I lost all this money. See that all the time. Don't be that guy. Don't be that woman. You want to understand that a stock has a natural life cycle. It goes up, it goes down. Follow the trend, all right? Get in at a profitable entry point. Look at the price to earnings ratio. Look at the profits of the company. Understand what the company does. If you understand what Nvidia does and you understand the profits that they're going to be making, and I'm going to give you some reasons right here, you're not going to sell, all right? So look, Nvidia CFO Colette Kress said that in the company's Q2 earnings call that the Blackwell platform will ramp up production beginning in the fourth quarter of fiscal 2025. She also added that Nvidia expects Blackwell will generate several billion dollars, with a B, guys, several billion dollars of revenue in Q4. So Kress basically mentioned the demand exceeds supply. The demand exceeds the supply. I mean, what else? All right. I'm getting a little bit dramatic here. A trend that should extend into next year. Trend should extend into next year. Billions of dollars of profits. Pretty clear so far, right? So investors might have been disappointed, and this is very true, that Nvidia missed its whisper earnings in Q2 despite beating the official Wall Street estimate numbers, right? So earnings happened. Investors were a little bit disappointed, right? They were like, basically we wanted something a little bit more. All right, but that's short-term thinking, guys. If you're a long-term investor looking to retire, you're looking for passive income, and you don't mind having a time frame that's over a day, right? I don't like those day traders that are like, hey, let's make millions of dollars in one day, in 2 days, in a week. I'm not about that, guys. Grow my portfolio over a decade, 10 years. All right, took a while, but hey, here I am. Got what I think is almost unlimited money. I got unlimited money. I cannot spend the money that I have, so I'm working for fun, for passion. It's like a sport, but you will get to unlimited money if you do the right things, right? Because you can live on 10, 20K a month pretty easily anywhere in the world, and option trading is lucrative enough and profitable enough that over time, if you're invested in the right stuff, it's only a matter of time until you reach, six figures, mid six figures, like 500K, a million plus. It's just a straight formula, guys. It's a plug and play formula. It's the same thing. You go to the gym, you eat right, you sleep right, you're gonna build muscle. You do this right with the options, you're gonna build income and wealth. Looking at Nvidia, I'm very bullish. Now listen, one more important thing, all right? A few more important things, all right? And then I have the last stock that I wanna cover. It's important to keep in mind why Blackwell and the forthcoming innovations are so critical to Nvidia's success. Nvidia has to keep getting market share and keep improving their business. Now look, there's gonna be a massive migration of data centers from CPUs to GPUs, and that's already underway. All right, that's already underway. I'm just looking at the research right here as I wrote my notes here. As the CEO said in Q2's call, 1 trillion worth of data centers in a few years will be accelerated computing. Will be all accelerated computing. All right, so Nvidia basically is on a positive trend. It's a top leader. It has brand. So if you're running the wheel strategy, just sell puts at like 115, October, November, December. My strategy is clear, guys. October, November, December, right now, you're selling puts. You're selling puts, Affirm, selling puts, Nvidia. All right. You're trying to run the wheel strategy. You're looking to collect income. Pretty simple, right? You don't even have to buy nothing. You don't have to smash nothing. You don't have to watch another YouTube videos. I'm telling you the game plan right in this video. I'm sharing all of it point blank with you. So the company also plans to buy back its shares, hand over fist or bicep over tricep, all right? Bicep over tricep. So they're buying back shares. What does that mean, guys? What does a buyback mean? Why would a company even buy back its shares, right? Now listen, a company buys back its shares to create more demand. Why? Why would they create more demand? Because more demand pushes up the stock price. So they are buying back, what was it? They're buying back 50 billion in a stock buyback, which was authorized, all right? Now listen, sure, the total amount of authorized stock buyback represents just 2% of Nvidia's market cap, which doesn't seem like that much, but guys, 2%, buyback, that's going to compound. They're going to keep buying back shares. That grows the stock over a long term because there's less shares to go around. Basic economics. Guys, I'm just teaching the basic economics here. You don't even have to be a genius. I have students that basically are like blue collar workers. They're working, you know, in not the fanciest jobs and they're still able to collect income. I got truck drivers. They're driving their trucks. They're just selling puts for income. They're selling covered calls for income. My parents are doing this. My parents don't even speak English that well. All right. They've been in America for 30 years. They've made a lot of money in America. However, my parents don't even speak English that well because they're picking things that make sense to do. They're picking the most profitable, lucrative things to invest in, to work in. And my parents I respect them, I love them, but they're not geniuses, all right? And the same thing is with a lot of my students. Nobody has to be a genius with options. This is not like really innovative or anything like that. The options have been around for such a long time. This is a proven wealth building machine. It's just proven. It's just a fact. I studied this stuff in college. I've gone over the research. If you sell puts to get in, I would go for like 30 delta. That's the sweet spot. Obviously, there's reasons, and comment down below if you want to know why 30 delta or what delta you prefer. But if I were to keep it very simple formula, sell puts at a 30 delta and then just do covered calls, honestly, at a 30 delta as well. Use technical analysis and pick high quality companies and fundamental analysis. And that's kind of to break down my strategy there and to just tell you everything for free, because that's my goal, is to educate. I want more subscribers, guys. We're about to hit 300,000 subscribers on the channel. So #1 option trading channel in the world. Please subscribe, and more videos like this and more education will be coming your way for sure, guaranteed. So look, Apple is my last fourth stock. Let me show you my Apple position. I've been making a lot of money on Apple as well. I'm up over $300,000 in this portfolio alone on Apple. I have another portfolio where I'm scaling up also very quickly. $326,000 in gains on Apple, 7,800 shares. This is my biggest position at 59% of my portfolio. The reason why I have Apple and the reason why I like this stock so much is because of brand. All right, brand is everything. All right, when you got a positive brand, and that's what I try to do on this YouTube channel. I try to be as honest as possible, as authentic as possible. I share my wins, my losses. I pour my heart out to you guys because I'm building a brand here on YouTube, and I always look at people's authenticity. I look at a company's authenticity. Basically, that's all we have in this world. We have reputation. When I look at Apple's reputation and I look at the value that they're providing to the marketplace, I'm extremely bullish. I think Apple's going to keep rising, and I made money, a lot of money on Apple by just buying it $186 per share. I didn't even need the options, but the options also provided me some income. I did some covered calls on Apple. That was fantastic income. So I'd be running the wheel strategy on all 4 stocks that I just covered in this video. If you want more stock picks, make sure to subscribe, or, you know, check out my Discord community or my 6-week bootcamp. 6-week bootcamp includes the Discord community. And during that 6-week bootcamp, I have hands-on training with you to build you from absolutely nothing to making consistent income, $5,000 or $10,000 per month, and reaching that retirement goal like I basically hit. Well, I hit a while ago. So I'm just still at it, still doing my passion here. I've been at it for such a long time. Gosh, it's so pleasurable to just see people win. I just love that. I love to see people win. I love to see other people making money with me, with what I've been studying for a decade. This is what my life's about right now, and has been about for 10 years. All right. Besides travel, besides going to the gym, and just doing everything I can to be top man, top level I can. So anyways, without rambling on too much, thank you so much for watching the video. Check out the first link in the description and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.